Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about Battlefield 6's Weekend 2 and how it's gone so far. It's currently Saturday and it's 10 AM in the morning, so we're halfway through this week 2. And for me personally, it's gone okay. It hasn't gone too bad. A lot of people have been complaining. I've seen on Reddit and Twitter and all that, or X, have been complaining about that it didn't really offer too much. There was a new mode and there was also a new map. The map wasn't the best, apparently, or whatnot, and I think they also talked about something to do with the rush mode, as it wasn't on par, or it wasn't the same as what it used to be, which I can get behind. I think I agree with that. Rush is definitely in a bad state at the moment, and also I think there is also something to do with the netcode with the game is a bit of an issue. I did have one problem where when week 2 first dropped, I couldn't find a game for, it for like a while. It was like for a good hour. I couldn't find a game, I couldn't search for anything. It would just basically search forever. And the way I fixed that was I had to repair the game, which is basically, I had to verify my files, basically, like redo them. A reinstall of the game is what I had to do, and then it got working. But yeah, with the netcode, a lot of people have been complaining that the bullets are not registering, and it feels a bit different than week 1, which I can definitely agree with. For me personally, this time around, on this week 2, I've managed to, somehow do really bad. I can't even play the game properly. It feels like I'm really struggling to play it, and I don't know whether that's down to, it could just be me, it could just be my settings have changed, or one setting has changed and I changed it on accident and I can't change it back, or something like that, or it could be anything. It literally could be anything. I know that DLSS went as well. That was a big issue for some people. My cousin had an issue with that. Once that went for him, he couldn't play the game after that, so he had to wait for it to come back. It's now back in the game, which is all good, so he can now play the game again. But yeah, I had a few issues with it. I mean, DLSS is not a problem for me. I can play without it. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, a lot of people had issues with that, but it's now back in the game. That was also a bug to do with just the UI. Apparently it was there, but you couldn't see it or something like that. I don't know. I'm not too sure. But it's now back. Rush has actually been changed. Now, if I find the changes for it, I'll put it up on screen. But basically, what they've done is they've changed the intercom thing, which is the bomb, basically, when you defuse or thingy, whatever. They've changed that now to 30 seconds instead of 45, so I think that's the timer on when it blows up, how long you've got to basically defuse it or blow it up, whatever. They've also changed the timer that you respawn. That was 6 seconds, it is now 12, which I think is a good change. Not too really bothered about it. I like the fast spawns, I like that, that's just me. So, I don't have a problem with it. 12 seconds is kind of a bit of an issue for me then. But I'm not gonna play Rush all too much. I'm gonna play it here and there. My only problem with Rush is the map is too small to begin with. All maps are too small. The comms are too close together, and also 12 versus 12 is a bit of a shambles if you ask me. I think it should be either 32 v 32, which is how it used to be, or 24 v 24, or 16 v 16. One of them, depending on the map as well. I think the comms should be a little bit more spread out. There needs to be some sort of a attack going on, like a choke point between each place. Between each comm, and also a sort of thing where you can push the enemy team back. I feel like that's also a thing in Breakthrough. You can't really push the enemy team back at all, and I feel like it is a big issue. I feel like a lot of the attacking kind of have an advantage on some maps, defending have a massive advantage on some maps. There's just no balance at the moment, but I think that's what this beta is all about. This beta is just about them throwing you in and say, here you are, play this mode, and then whatever we don't like, you tell them, and they're going to change it in 2 months. Hopefully. I think that's the same with everything. I think that's why they're throwing us in like this, and making stuff overpowered, and doing all this stuff so they can change it within that 2 months. They're going to listen to all your feedback and change everything. I think another big issue with the game is, why in this jet gameplay, you don't really see it all too much in this one. The anti-air is broken. I believe it is definitely broken. Especially with the people, the players have 5 missiles, anti-missiles, and they can run RPG. I think is crazy, if you ask me. But hopefully that will be fixed on the launch of the game, hopefully. But that's all I've got to say, really. There's not too much to say other than use code BTHP at checkout, at Adobe. I think that's it, though. I think that's all I've got to say. Hope you guys enjoyed, the video, and I hope you guys enjoyed the Battlefield Week 2. But I will be going in Battlefield, the launch of the game, strong. I think I will. I'll be going in there strong with that server browser. I think that's going to help out so much. Also, the server browser at the minute, the one that we got, the little custom thing, I don't think works very well. Yeah, it doesn't work. It needs to be fixed. Anyways, see you guys on the next video. Take care.